Hey, what's going on, peeps? Welcome back to more esports talk. A pretty crazy story out there. I know a lot of which does pertain to NRG and the Huntsmen because, well, these talking points for Call of Duty, they're just pretty nuts as of right now. Of course, I'm sure you guys are well aware with Call of Duty Champs underway, and shortly they're finishing up. It's going to be very cool to see what happens this weekend. I could not be more excited. And speak of the devil, what could be impacting results, and again, brought to me, I first saw by CDL Intel. Shouts to my guy. And again, from the NRG Duo Podcast, they actually talked about FormaL, who, by the way, all season long has not been playing with the team in person, actually been playing from LA, and I would say doing pretty well given the circumstance. We have seen how Optic Gaming and other LA teams have maybe struggled with those connections and not having the best server locations. FormaL, given the circumstances, has been doing quite well. Brought to us by Hex in the NRG Duo Podcast with Andy Miller. It's apparently FormaL, of course, with ongoing COVID, he denied even a private jet taking him over to the Hex quarters to play with the team. Pristini, everyone else will be playing on land together to avoid any connection issues, especially with Pristini, based far away. And so it seems everyone but FormaL will be playing together. He will stick it out in LA due to COVID reasons. He denied a private jet.
Jason Lake let them in over there, like 5 minutes down the street from where I'm at. It was a fight, man. It was a fight. Obviously, we had FormaL out on the West Coast still. He's super adamant about not traveling during COVID, and obviously you can't force him. As much as I want to force him, as much as I want to be like, I'm move down here, I'm gonna go get you. As much as you and I have offered to get a private jet to get him down here, he's still like, nah, private jets crash more than this, that, and the other. And I'm just like, okay. Any other scenario, any other situation, there would be zero chance that I wouldn't have him here already. But because of the pandemic and health and all that, like, we don't know, right? Like, we don't know what his family medical history is like. We don't know who he lives with. None of this. So we're like, all right, fuck it, whatever. Preston, however, will be making his way up here because we can't afford to have a disconnect because of the storms that are happening. Apparently, 2 big storms. Do you know the name of them?
And I don't know if there's any other player who can get away with this kind of thing. Obviously, with the COVID and the virus being a pretty imminent threat, I don't think any organization would be able to force this upon any player, but it seems like a very FormaL thing to be like, yeah, I'm good. Thanks anyway. And we'll see how this does do. Of course, I'm not going to pick sides here. I don't mind his choice, life or death situation. God forbid anything happens where a player travels, a player then gets said virus, and a player, possibly, again, the chances are so small out there, but the last thing you want to be responsible for is a pro player's death, right? And so there's no way they can force the hand of a guy like FormaL. I will say, from a vice versa standpoint, obviously Hex himself wants FormaL to be with the team for the best odds to win CoD Champs. But during this kind of time, you really can't force the hand of a player to risk his life, no matter how small those chances might be. And we'll see how the Huntsmen fans react if this does impact any results for the team overall or for FormaL individually. I think this might be a talking point going forward. And again, really can't take sides, can't judge either side here, especially the player for FormaL denying that. But it does make a great storyline that a player out there denied a private jet. The Huntsmen organization, NRG umbrella, obviously willing to do anything to give him out there. And he's not taking that chance during these wild times and, of course, a pandemic. What do you guys think about this? Until next time, as per usual, you know what to do. I don't even got to say it anymore, huh? Until then, take care. I'll see you guys back here sometime soon.